Hi, my name is Tony, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make one of my favorite juices from foodsharingvegan.com. It is made from apples, oranges, ginger, and carrots, and it is very, very tasty. It's so easy to make, and it's much cheaper than buying juices from the store. I have the recipe posted down below. Let's get started. In the recipe, I call for 1 apple, but my apples are pretty small because I got them in the bag, and usually the ones in the bag are a little bit smaller, so I'm gonna do 2, and I use this apple slicer to save on time, and I'm gonna pop it out the rest of the way and get started. You can use any apples. I'm using Fuji. I like it to be a little bit sweet, so I'm going with Fuji. You want it to be able to fit in the hole of your juicer, and mine is really small, so I had to cut mine quite tiny, but I'm gonna get started now. And if you have one of these tampers, you can go ahead and push it down. I like to put in my core. It's gonna take out the juice from the core and then put the pulp in the other part, but you don't have to do that if you don't want to. I'm next putting in 1 large orange. If you have 2 small ones, that's okay too. And you want to make sure that they're nice and juicy. Some, if they've been sitting for too long, are no longer juicy, but you need them to be really juicy. So taste a slice before you pop that in there, or else it won't have as much orange flavor. I'm using navel orange, but you can use any type of orange or tangerine or sumo citrus or whatever you have on hand, and it'll taste delicious. Next, I'm adding in a tiny piece of ginger. Ginger is very strong and it can easily overpower the whole juice. So do a taste test first. Start small and then work bigger. I have measurements below for what I like, but definitely play around and see which kind of flavors you like. And if you want more carrot or if you want more apple or orange, toss in another few slices of either and enjoy. And lastly, I'm gonna add in some carrots. Mine are so tiny. You can see they're little tiny guys. So I'm using 4 because that was all that was left in my bag and I don't wanna just have 1 itty bitty carrot. So I'm putting in 4, but in the recipe it calls for 1 large carrot. I didn't cut off the tips, I just washed them and I'm gonna pop those in and it'll discard anything it doesn't wanna juice. Next, I'm gonna give it a stir just so that everything is well mixed. And I wanted to show you the pulp. There is a lot of pulp and you don't want to toss out that fiber. So I suggest adding it to a smoothie, or you can put it in some hearty bread. Like if you're doing a banana bread or something like that, you can toss in a little bit of pulp at a time. So it doesn't get too textured, but adds in a little bit of a boost of nutrition. I have these, I put in some brewed tea, I put in smoothies, and I take these with water around when I'm going for a walk or something like that. So I'm just gonna use one of these with a funnel and pour it in, hoping it's not too much. And it's perfect. Wow, that never happens. This juice has been one of my favorites for a really long time, and I hope you enjoy it. It's really sweet, but it has a nice ginger kick. And depending on what kind of oranges you use, it can also have a tangy flavor. It's also really good with some lemon juice too, if you want variation later down the line. When it comes to storage, I recommend using Valencia oranges if you want it to last longer. Navel oranges have limonene, which is a compound that causes it to taste a little bit bitter. So it's best if you drink it up within 24 hours. when it comes to Valencia oranges, you have 3 to 4 days to drink it. And it won't get as bitter as if you were using some navel oranges. Another option that you can do is you can use an ice tray or something like these Super Cubes silicone molds. I have them in 1 tablespoon, 2 tablespoons, and beyond. And you can throw those into a blender and make a slushie or something like that. And also don't forget to save your pulp. It can be put into a smoothie or baked into a bread. I hope you give this recipe a try. If you do, please let me know in the comments. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Please hit the subscribe button. And thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next video. Bye!